Hey guys, we're back and we are creating this very bright green and blue liner look. I've got a lot going on this desk. I've got swatches here of the colors that I was trying to use these. So we're going with brighters, we got liners. I've got everything in front of me here. So we're gonna jump right in. I actually am going to use the Cara Doer, actually a Cara Beauty eyeshadow palette. I think it's called like Havana something. Havana Club, I think. And this is what it looks like. So for this look, I'm mostly going to be using this yellow shade called Pina Colada, this green called Havana Onana, this bluish green Mambo, and this dark green Crazy Jungle. So, and I did use the white shade right here, Creme de Via, on the brow bone a little bit, but I didn't use a lot, just enough just to give it a little bit of pigment, not a ton, to turn it pure white. So that was the palette that we're using. Of course, we have our p.louise base. I have that down on my eye already. I just put this all over, use the brush, and just put it all over for any discoloration, just to get a clean base, an even colored base. And I also have these eyeliners from Beauty Creations that I recently got, and we use the blue as eyeliner. Using the palette was actually pretty good. The only shadow that I struggled with a little bit is the yellow. With any yellow, they usually come out a tad, I don't want to say clear, but not as pigmented. So I did use another Beauty Creations item with the yellow base to put it down in the inner corner before I put the yellow shade. I tried the yellow shade without any bases or the whole eyeshadow look, but with the yellow, it didn't come out too yellow, so I added the base first and then added the yellow shadow on top. So, jumping right in. With the brushes that I used, most of them are Morphe brushes, with the exception of two, and it's these two here. This is an Alamar Cosmetics flat brush, and oh, this is a Morphe. Okay, all of these are Morphe, and this is one Alamar Cosmetics flat brush. So they're all kind of detailed brushes. Here, they're not big. The only big one is this one right here. And it's still a tapered blending, but I literally put no color on it. It didn't have no color. I just used this to blend up top just to soften the edge here. And that was all. And the pigment came off of the eye. I didn't add any pigment. I just went in with a clean brush, and this is what I used for that. But these are the brushes that we went with here, and they're mostly Morphe. I think they have really good brushes that are not harsh on the eyes, but they're very detailed, very pointed, and get detailed work done very well. So, kind of mix those brushes up a little bit. I had them in an order that I knew which one went with what color. So, okay, jumping right in, I'm going to try to not use this mirror. I have a mirror in front of me that I'm going to try to use. I will be looking down into the mirror just to see, but I'll hopefully, I will get it on camera for you. So in this palette, I went with this shade first, just bluish green, called Mambo. And I took a small blending brush. I dipped into that. And of course I have my eye tapes down. These are the e.l.f. eye tapes. They come like this, and I cut them literally in half. And they come like that then when I cut them in half, and I just tape them right there. Those are pretty inexpensive. I think they're like $4 for like a pack of like 20 or something. Maybe even more. That has to be 40 pairs. So I cut them in half so you can get 80 pairs. Because they are really long. Okay, so with this shade, I literally just go right on top of the tape there just to get that sharp line going. And then I was blending up this way to create that V-shaped. This eye look did take a little bit of time to create. It's definitely a lot of colors, placement. Try to get them as even as possible, but this is the eye base brush. I got a little bit of creasing here. Okay. So I literally just took that shade and blended that all the way in. Just the slightest. I dipped into this palette twice. So this is a very pigmented color. I just dragged the shadow all the way to the front here. And then I took my next brush and went into that slightly darker shade called Crazy Jungle, dipped into that, and then put that right here. Pack that into the outer corner. And then we'll pack that in. I like tapping the shadow so it gets the most pigment, the most color. With shadows like these, you could get fallout. I didn't have too much fallout here. I tend to do my base before I do my shadows. I just like it that way. Either way you could do it. Do the shadow first, then do your face makeup, but I like doing the face makeup first. Okay, so after I had that down, I took my next brush and then I went in with this brighter green, Havana Unana. I wonder how long this palette has been out because of that song. Curious to know if this palette was out before that song. Okay, so I'm basically tapping this right in the middle of the lid. Bringing it up a little high so that when you have your eye open, it doesn't like transfer. So we'll bring it up higher. For this shade, I had to dip. I am continuously dipping into this. Just to get a good color payoff. I thought about putting the base, a green base down for this shadow also, but I think it was enough color to like seamlessly blend together where I wouldn't have had to add a base. But the yellow, I needed to add a base. I'm sure there are palettes out there that have very pigmented yellows. I just wanted to stick with one palette. So if you guys wanted to grab the palette and create looks, it's easier just to buy one rather than dipping into 3 different ones for 3 different colors. And then I'm also going to bring this bright green into the inner corner, just the slightest. Okay, so I have that color down. Now, at first, when I was doing this look off camera, I did the yellow shadow first, and it just was not appearing to be yellow. It was like a sheer yellow. It wasn't like very bright. Yeah, look at this. There's so much. There's definitely a lot of mess that goes on with this look. Just cleaning off the brush that I use. I'm using a small flat brush from ColourPop. It's just the tiniest flat brush. And I have the Beauty Creations pigment. What are these called? Color-based primers. And this is in the shade Limelight. So I just squeeze a little bit here, tap that onto the brush. And I basically tap that into the inner corner. I used a tiny bit much there. Now these bases tend to remain tacky, so I would recommend putting the same shadow color on top. Okay, now that I did that, I'm going to take this Morphe brush and tap into the yellow right here. That is called Pina Colada, and I will tap that right onto the base. I definitely had to swirl into this shadow quite a bit also. I'll throw that in the inner corner here. I just noticed that my mascara is still here from the one. Never wiped that off. Okay, since I have that down, I'm going to go back into that Havana Unana and tapping that into the middle, but bringing it just slightly over that yellow here to diffuse that line. So we basically just use the three colors, blend those all together. And this is where that clean, this was clean, I just used it, brush will come in. I just went over the top here just so we can get rid of any harsh lines, and just went back and forth with this. On the top. Okay, I'm gonna take another clean brush, tap into that white shade here, and just press that lightly on the brow bone. That green went a little high right here. So I'll try to bring it down with this white shade. I hope they both look the same. It's it's so hard when you achieve a look on this eye to get it exactly the same on the next. Okay, this is just a quick overview of that. I then went in with that Alamar Cosmetics flat brush And I'm going to tap into this dark green here. It is called Crazy Jungle again. And, oh, let me remove this tape. Okay, so once you remove that tape, clearly you have a fresh, sharp line there. Okay, and I took this dark shade and went very tightly on the lower lash line. Up to the front there. And then I went with that middle shade that we had here, Mamba, tapped into that brush and just blend that slightly on the lower lash line. Very lightly. Okay, I'm jumping back into that yellow brush, tapping into the yellow, and going just below those two and blending that out on the lower lash line also. For a second there, I had to make sure we were still recording. I did not remember pressing record. That would have been an epic fail. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go back in with that clean brush that we took to blend this top one and just go over that line here, just the slightest. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, we got the color down packed. Okay, again, that was the Cara Beauty Cara Duo Havana Club palette. I believe that's available on their website. On their website, I believe it retails for like $26.99. I think when I looked, that was the price. I did find this at my local TJ Maxx. I think the price was like $8.99 for this palette. For $8.99, we achieved a really nice look. You can see my mess on my desk. I said we got a lot going on here. Okay, so after I did do that, I used the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Screaming on my waterline. In the lower waterline, and I just applied that right there. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so as you can see, this one is brighter than this one, and I'm thinking it's because of the green shadow, because when I did it, you can see that it picked up a lot of the green shadow. So I kind of just had to clean it off. And I tried it again, and it just wasn't as bright as I wanted it to. So I took, oh my gosh, here we go with the mess. This flat brush again that we used for the base, and I just put the Beauty Creations base on the tip of this brush here. I could just use an eyeliner brush. That would make this a lot easier. And I just placed that right there on the waterline. And it brightened it up way better, way faster. And that worked. I'm just gonna go with that flat brush again with the dark shade and just go right below this again. Okay, so we went with these neon liners. We went with blue. I asked my boyfriend which color I should go with, yellow or green, and he said blue. So I was like, what? Blue? Okay. And then I did it. I'm like, oh, it actually came out pretty great. Glad I asked. Okay, so the liners look like this. They're a felt tip liner. I'm going to try to get this on camera for you guys. Try. You can definitely go without the liner. If you wanted to stop right there with the eye look, put the wrong mascara, that I was gonna go originally with, but I had these eyeliners here. I wanted to use them, put them on the eye. I don't know if you can pick up this blue much on camera. It is very pretty. I like colorful eyeliners. I like colorful eyeliners just by itself without any eye makeup. I mean, I love the black liner. You know me and black liner. We just get along very well. But the colors are just something so different. And these liners actually work pretty well. The payoff is great. There's like no skipping whatsoever. Trying to match it on this side. It's a little bit on the inner corner there. Okay. There's that liner. And then I just grabbed mascara and put mascara on. I just picked the Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes Eyelash Primer. I am not sure what makes this a primer because it is a black pigmented. I like this mascara because it separates the lashes very well. My eyelashes are stuck together from the liner. Okay, after I usually go in with mascara, any mascara. I'm not sure if because my lashes are just so long, sometimes they just tend to clump together. So I just use a random mascara wand, it's clean, and just go in and separate the few lashes that do clump together there. I'm trying to get you to see my lashes. It's hard to see your natural lashes when you have eyeliner on. Okay. That's it. This is what we have. I had to put my hair clips in my hair so that I could just have the hair out of the way. I think this was a pretty fast look. You could definitely take your time and do more blending. For sure, it'll just be flawless if you go there. I just wanted to get this look in a time crunched video. And that's all we got. We've got Beauty Creations, eyeliners, base, p.louise base for the beginning, and we got the Cara Beauty Havana Club eyeshadow palette for this look, bright green look here. And this is the finished look. Thank you for watching. As always, I've been wanting to do a giveaway. I wonder if I should just do it in this video. I should. Okay. I have lots of items to do as a giveaway. So we're just going to sneak this in on this video. Let's see what we want to do for the question. Let's do the question. Okay. Let's see. Okay. If you would like to see another eye look similar with bright colors, let me know what color you would like to see, whether it's purple, pink, orange, blue. Today we went with green. Let's pick a color for the next vibrant eye look, eyeshadow look. Name a color down in the description box. We'll leave this open for a few days. Maybe like a week. We'll give it like 5 days. We'll leave this giveaway open. I have a few items, highlighters, eyeliners. I have all kinds of things that I can put in a box, all brand new, and send it to one of you guys. I've done a giveaway before. I send it off to someone. Let's just do a giveaway in this video. If you are watching, let's put a color down below of the next vibrant color eye look that you would like to see. And thank you for watching as always. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Yeah, thank you for watching as always. Thanks. Bye.